I'm Pete Marshall, and I'm here on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway about to interview our first cast member. It's lead actor Adam Alexander. Let's go and meet him. Adam Alexander, actor. All the A's.
All the A's.
Good alliteration. Triple A. That should go on your CV. Anyway, hello. Welcome to my train.
Thank you for having me.
Decorated it festively for you. I'm going to ask you some questions.
Go for it.
So, what are you working on at the moment?
Well, I've just come out of a couple of different things. We just did a play. I have like 4 major families, if you will, in the industry, which is really nice. One being Eberarken Pictures.
Nicely pronounced as well.
Thank you very much.
Eberarken.
It's
an actor's pronunciation.
I just see the castle on the top every time I think about it. I just like, it's too grand, you have to say it like that. So
Eberarken, mate.
Yeah, Eberarken. I can't say it like Andrew says it. And so that's kind of, one side. And then another family is I've got Primley Road, who are these guys that are sort of from Devon and surroundings, and they do a lot of comedy writing. So I did a comedy feature film with them.
To the fourth horseman.
The fourth horseman. Chin chin.
Well, you're free to go and try your luck, mate. Take your mind off the dead body in your dad's bath. Chasing his willy at a time like
Then I have Snapdragon Productions, who are this pair of wonderful women, my dragons, who we just did a reading of Jim Cartwright's Road, which hasn't been done in ages, and there's the potentiality of maybe doing that, and it was just quite interesting to have an intimate kind of, we sort of just met for dinner and just read it together with other actors, and that was fun. So they're the other bit. And then I've finally got Fizz and Ginger Films, who are they kind of gave me my first opportunity when I moved to London from Birmingham, and I did something called Missing Her Teens with them, which is another feature film where I play Captain Lovett, who's the kind of love interest / puppy dog of the whole piece.
Well, pray, sir, did you take fire before you knew of her fortune?
Before, upon my honour.
Folly and constitution.
My father lives but in the next street, so I must decamp immediately for fear of discoveries. But you are not known to be my servant. Therefore make what inquiries you can in the neighbourhood, and I shall wait at the inn for your intelligence.
Oh, but sir...
What, Puff?
If it please you to consider...
Prithee, don't distract me. A moment's delay is of the utmost consequence. I must insist upon an immediate compliance with my commands. So now I've kind of moved through these different companies and families, and it's nice. There's kind of, you wouldn't expect there to be that in this industry, but it does happen. You form these wonderful friendships.
So now with Eberarken.
How we say
with
it?
Us.
With you. Andrew and the rest of the crew.
And the gang.
The gang.
We're making a feature.
Mm-hmm.
Which you're heavily involved in.
Yeah.
It's called...
Ravenscar.
There we go.
Yeah.
And
Ravenscar.
and so who do you play in this new feature?
I play Noah in Ravenscar, who is he's the protagonist, but he's kind of, rather than being your normal... In fact, no, he is. That's kind of what's sort of intriguing about him, is that he's more normal than normal. Instead of being... You think of, writing an ordinary character, they can be boring a lot of the time. If you just write a protagonist that just kind of goes through the adventure and comes out the other end unscathed, there's not much to it. But he's got...
They like it.
He's got a train. They approve. He's complex. So me and Andrew have been talking about sort of how he's got things from his father, sort of traits that he shouldn't have, that make him a bit darker, and it doesn't necessarily make him overly complex, but he's reacting as a human being to these situations. He's surrounded by all these women who are incredibly powerful, and I mean, it's going to be exciting in itself to be around all these actresses who are going to be fantastic, and probably, I'll just be like, wow, oh my God.
Is that what you're looking forward to most about the shoot? These
being
powerful
around
women?
I kind of am. Yeah, I think because a lot of Noah's stories kind of Noah's involved in I was calling him the relationship king, and not because he can hold down a relationship, because I don't think he can, but just because he knows absolutely everyone, and so it's kind of I'm going to be the lead in an ensemble, which is quite rare for a film.